Research has the element of, in fact, bringing questions without knowing the answer to the table. But you can use the angle of where you are to really highlight and be very selective on what you really study. And one of the things about research that is particularly powerful is that it really teaches humility like nothing can in any other part of the academic world, because you have to be open to discovering things you totally didn't know.
We have lost, because of local impacts such as pollution and increasing thermal stress because of climate change, we've lost roughly 20% of the reefs in the last couple of decades. We're basically on the shoreline of Saadiyat Island, is a kilometer away from a reef that's sitting in one of the most extreme environmental conditions in the world. And I, as a biologist, could not ask for a better natural laboratory to work on these sorts of questions that I work on. Our lab really does use the Arabian Gulf and the surrounding seas to explore these questions about how environmental stressors might affect reef fauna and how they might respond to it.
A consciousness of heritage is hugely important in Abu Dhabi. You know, it's easy to look around at this new city and these new houses and these wonderful buildings and think, well, there was nothing here 40 years ago. And of course, we know that's not true. We know that there was trade here and people living here for 5,000 years. So the first part of what I hope our work will do is advance a notion of the richness of the history and the social and musical, by extension, enterprises in the area.
UAE in general and Abu Dhabi in particular is becoming a technological and a research hub in the region and in the world. For example, Dubai police are looking into using social robots to serve the public. A very simple application would be to incorporate the haptic interaction. So when a machine is handling the human, it has to be very careful about the way they touch the human and the way they physically handle the human.
We take ambitious students with ambitious goals and we enable them to do things that would otherwise be impossible, and we expect outstanding results from them. We like to be taking them to a point where we say, we want you to feel that passion burning inside of you, and joy comes to me when I see that happening with students. When they really come in and they're here late at night, we say the magic happens between 5 p.m. and 4 a.m. These are students who are really passionate about what they're doing.
After graduating from NYU Abu Dhabi, I became a research assistant as part of the PPTP program, the postgraduate training program, in which fresh graduates from NYU Abu Dhabi can remain on campus and work closely with a faculty member on their research or whatever projects they're working on. And looking at the university now, you can see the big jump that has been made in terms of the resources and commitment.
When you start to think about research, it's really an endless type of question. What are the major questions that are important for humanity? And the interesting thing is to look at them through different lenses. Being in Abu Dhabi enables us to actually look at it from a new lens.